PA Harness Week, racing's fastest paced half hour. We have a lot of action to show you in this week's show. I'm Charla McBride, joined by Heather Vitale.
Charla, I know it's the middle of July. Everybody probably already has their air conditioner going, but I'm telling you out there, crank it up because we are bringing the heat on today's show.
The action is pretty hot. Here's what you can expect to see in this next half hour. Taking a look now at our headlines coming up on PA Harness Week, we will show you an amazing performance that equals the fastest race of all time, joining the great Always Be Mickey. And here at Harris, Philadelphia, Char 10 just keeps on winning. We have her race to show you, plus a couple of big money upsets that will knock your socks off at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. Plus 3 PA All-Star races that involved 3-year-old trotting fillies. And what is a Paddock Bucket? Well, we're going to tell you all about it. We're kicking off this week's show with an OMG race. We just love these moments. You're going to have to see it to believe it. It's the $250,000 graduate final for 4-year-old pacers at the Meadowlands in New Jersey. 3 horses to take a look at in this one, beginning with the number 2 horse, Always a Prince, the favorite in this one with Hall of Famer Brian Sears driving. And the number 3 horse, Lather Up, looks to rebound after going off stride in the Ben Franklin final in his last start. And the number 4 horse, This Is the Plan, just won the Ben Franklin at Pocono. And here's Ken Workington with the call.
25-3. How about that? It's Always a Prince in front. Always a Prince by 2 is on the engine here with Sears, trying to get a breather. Lather Up in the second spot. This Is the Plan is third. Underway now, Jimmy Freight on the outside, stride for stride with Dunwell on the rail. And then it's the Downtown Bus on the outside. American History shoots a gap, followed by Backstreet Shadow, and then it's Think Big, Dream Big. And Courtly Choice have a dazzling 52 seconds. Always a Prince pulling out all the stops here in front by a length and a quarter. A dreamy 2-hole ride for Lather Up and Montrell Teague as they head to 3/4. On the inside, This Is the Plan now is wedged in with Jimmy Freight stride for stride and looking for room. Dunwell on the inside, 5th, and they turn for home. 3/4, 1:19-1 into the stretch. Always a Prince looking to take them all the way, but it's Lather Up on the outside. Lather Up, the perfect trip, trying to pay off. Montrell Teague going to work. Lather Up on the inside. Always a Prince can't go with him. And then This Is the Plan. It is Lather Up, a perfect trip paid off in the graduate final, and Lather Up is home in 1:46, equaling the all-time fastest mile in harness racing history.
This is what I live for, okay? Now, people probably could have predicted the race would have gone in 1:47 because the races were going really fast that night. But 1:46, that 1 second changes absolutely everything. So we've got Always a Prince leading the way. Lather Up benefits from a great trip. He ends up winning in 1:46, equaling the fastest race of all time. Okay, but I do want to point out that Lather Up, when he is on his game and he's not misbehaving like he did in the Ben Franklin, he is really so hard to beat. The horse is driven by Montrell Teague. We had him on the show a few weeks back showing off his tattoos. He won the North America Cup with Lather Up last year. So I asked Montrell, I'm like, so what are you going to do? Are you going to get another tattoo, right? And he's like, I am actually, but he hasn't come up with exactly what it's going to be. So stay tuned, people, because we will be showing you that tattoo, absolutely. The horse is trained by Clyde Francis, owned by Gary and Barbara Isles. And now finishing second, because we do want to give props to the second and third place finishers, we've got This Is the Plan and Backstreet Shadow.
Well, we just saw Lather Up in that world record mile of 1:46, but we did say that he equaled that world record. So who did he equal it with? Well, Always Be Mickey. That was on October 9th, 2016. Let's take a look at that world record performance.
Always Be Mickey leads the way. Shambhala well within striking range is right with him in second. 3/4 in 1:19-4. So they come to the top of the stretch. It's Always Be Mickey in front, and he eases away to a 2-length lead. Shambhala is tipped to the outside in second. All bets off racing in third. Always Be Mickey is full out. Shambhala trying to track him down on the outside. All bets off on the far outside. Always Be Mickey pacing home strongly. Shambhala second. Always Be Mickey is heading down to the line. Always Be Mickey in 1:46. World record!
Lexington in the fall, like there is nothing better. It's a magical time. what makes it even more special and is when you get to see a race like this in 2016 with Always Be Mickey clocking in 1:46. By the way, the call by Sam McKee, who was taken from us way too soon. Always love hearing his voice. It was in the AllStars pace on the famous Red Mile. Now, the trainer of this horse, Jimmy Takter, Hall of Famer, just retired last year, and in the bike, another Hall of Famer by the name of David Miller, and we talked with David Miller about what is it like to sit behind a horse with this kind of speed. David, when you're sitting behind a horse going that fast, do you realize it?
Yeah, you know, you can tell that they're stepping along pretty good, and especially you have the teletimers there to kind of give you, you know, a real good idea how fast you're going. But yeah, they're moving.
And going into the race, was this something that you and Jimmy Takter had planned? Like, were you actually going for a 1:46 world record?
Well, all year long they had talked about him breaking the world record. You know, he won at Poconos and he won at the Meadowlands and he won in Canada, all 47 flat. And they thought for sure at Lexington he could beat 46-1. But actually, when it got to that day, he was jumping shadows really bad, and they had actually came to me a couple races prior to his race and said not to put him on the front, just try to win the race and we'll forget about the world record. But they actually added a shadow roll, and it didn't dawn on me until I seen him that he actually wore a shadow roll his whole 3-year-old season. So it was nothing new for him. And I scored him down, he was fine. And so actually, everybody can't believe it, but actually I wasn't really trying to beat the world record because I was going to have him down there to the 3/4 faster than what he was. He was only there in 19-4, and he went in 46 flat. So like I always say, he was such an amazing horse, and he did that on his own. Yes.
Now, of course, we know Lather Up equaled the world record. How do you feel about that?
I think it's great. You know, I mean, that horse, I never would have thought that going into the race, that the race would have went that much. But the fractions were setting up for him, and the horse, you got to give him credit. He did it, you know. I mean, they were 119-1, I think they were in. I mean, for him to come 26 or 27, 26 and something, I mean, it's an amazing mile. And I mean, hats off to them guys. They deserve a lot of credit. They got that horse right. I know he's not been the most consistent horse, but congratulations to him.
It is time for a quick break, but when we come right back, we'll show you one fast mare who is turning heads. Stay with us.
Chartin in waiting third, and now Dietrich White's no longer. He sends the queen to the outside.
Hottest your luck with Meadows Racing in Washington County. You'll be like, whoa! Don't miss the Adios Pace for the Orchids with a week of Grand Circuit harness racing. Adios Week begins on Saturday, July 20th, and racing continues throughout the week. Family Fun Friday is July 26th with a balloon artist, face painter, and a bounce house. Adios Day is Saturday, July 27th at 11:25. Brought to you by the Meadows Standardbred Owners Association. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Luck Be With You, and Luck Be With You is out and after the front, and some star somewhere tracks that move on the outside.
Welcome back. You are watching PA Harness Week. It's time to take a look at the top races of the week from right here at Harrah's, Philadelphia. We're starting with Sunday, July 7th, race number 5 of Condition Pacers. The purse in this one, $18,000. 2 horses to keep an eye on in this one. The number 8 horse, Tiger Thompson, made the most money in this field so far this year with over $110,000. And the number 4 horse, Lions Steel, racing mainly in New Jersey and New York this season, gives the Harrah's Philly track a try in this one. Here's Mike Bozich with the call.
Tiger Thompson one, who's up by 3/4 of a length. Saying I Single grinds up second. Lion Steel is third at the pylons. Fourth with cover rough odds. 3/4 123. They make their way around the final turn. Statement Made is no place to go fifth. Saving ground Aberdeen Hanover. They come to the top of the stretch and now Lion Steel vacates the pocket. Up and after Tiger Thompson. They straighten away. Tiger Thompson trying to fend off Lion Steel. They battle. Length and a half back up the inside. Statement Made is making headway. Lion Steel, Tiger Thompson, Lion Steel, Tiger Thompson down to the finish. Lion Steel.
Where is Dorothy? We've got lions and tigers. No bears.
No bears.
But we do have lions and tigers. Tiger Thompson leads the way around the oval, but then Lion Steel is ready to pounce on him. Lion Steel ends up winning in the very last step, 149-4. George Napolitano is in the bike for Dennis Watson, who's the trainer. Tiger Thompson was second, and Statement Made took third.
And now taking a look at our race of the week from Harrah's, Philadelphia, the Great Northeast Open Series for open mares in this one. It was Sunday, July 7th, race number 8, $30,000 the purse in this one. Taking a look at two horses, the number 1 horse, Chartin, the overwhelming 1-9 favorite with a good reason. She's a world champion, and so far this year, she has been voted the number 1 horse in the entire country. Keep an eye on the number 4 horse, Reclamation, had been racing in Ireland and just came to the U.S. late last year.
And Chartin in waiting third, and now Tedrick waits no longer. He sends the queen to the outside after Reclamation. They reach the opening quarter in a clocking of 27-3. The pace not overly taxing, and Chartin drives up to take over now. She wants to control her own destiny. Reclamation settles into second, Better's up third with a full lap to go. Write Me a Song is fourth, in line fifth, Catch an Ace. 2 lengths back to Delishka. Miss You is seventh, and Ideal Lifestyle trails 12 lengths away from Chartin, who has the lead by a length. Reclamation is second by 1. In third position, Better's up, followed by Write Me a Song, 55-1, 27-3. Back-to-back quarters, up the back stretch. Chartin has the lead by a length under a confident Tedrick rein. Reclamation is second, Better's up third. To the outside, Write Me a Song begins her bid fourth with 3/8 of a mile remaining. 2 lengths back to Catch an Ace, fifth, and she's coming under a drive. Delishka is sixth by a length. In seventh position, Miss You trailing Ideal Lifestyle, and Chartin has the lead. 3/4 coming, 122-3. She's up by a tight length. Reclamation tightens down second. Write Me a Song is being driven without cover third. Better's Up continues the ground save fourth. Top of the stretch, Chartin has the lead. Reclamation will have the length of the stretch to do something about it. They straighten away, and Chartin looks to draw away. Reclamation is out for the drive. Chartin, Tedrick not moving a muscle. Reclamation, a good try, not good enough. The queen continues her reign.
Chartin's most recent race was up in Canada, and the Roses Are Red, but that took place in like the middle of June. So she was eager to have a prep because tonight she's actually at the Meadowlands in the Golden Girls. So where does she come to prep? Right here, the Great Northeast Open Series for mares at Harrah's, Philadelphia, where she won the Betsy Ross this past May. She ends up just winning so easy peasy, right? And 149, she gets in third, and then Tim Tedrick makes that move right to the top, and that is it for winning trainer Jim King Jr. Reclamation took second, and Better's Up was there for the show spot.
And we're moving right along, staying right here at Harrah's, Philadelphia. We're going with race number 12 on Sunday, July 7th for Condition Pacers. The purse in this one, $12,500. 3 horses to take a look at, starting with the number 3 horse, Billy Badger. That's the favorite in this one. The Down Under native who just started racing this year in America. And the number 4 horse, Major Offense, is a new addition to the Gilbert Garcia Owens stable. And the number 5 horse, Class 6, the richest in the field, with over $350,000 in the bank.
Major Offense has the lead. Billy Badger continues to threaten on the outside second. Class 6 still at the pylons third. Jack Roger continues to no cover 3/4, 124-4. Inside, Major Offense. The outside, Billy Badger still grinding. Class 6 looks for racing room. Jack Rogers second up. They straighten away for the stretch drive. Major Offense on the inside has it by a length. Class 6 now up the passing lane. Billy Badger still grinding gamely. Billy Badger on the outside kicking in. Major Offense battles on down to the finish. Billy Badger on the outside.
Nowadays, we have a lot of horses that are competing here in America that are from down under. But check out this scenario. So we've got Billy Badger winning this race, and he is a New Zealand native, okay? But then the owner and the driver, Dexter Dunn, also a Kiwi, all right, and the trainer. You want to guess where the trainer's from?
Let me take a wild guess.
New Zealand, all right. Makes me want to eat a Marmite sandwich. Have you ever had Marmite?
I have never.
We're going to have Dexter Dunn make us Marmite
Sounds
sandwiches.
good.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we've got Billy Badger winning in 152 by a neck. A major offense was second, and the trifecta was rounded out by Class 6.
We've showed you a lot of great races already on this week's show. If you are sitting at home and want to see those races live, up close, in person, well, here's a look at the live racing schedule from this week. From the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono, live harness racing Saturday and Sunday with a post time of 7 p.m. Monday and Tuesday, the first race starts at 4 p.m. And at Harris, Philadelphia, Sunday racing with a post time of 12:40 p.m. Then on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the first race post time is at 12:25. So we hope you will check out some of the live racing this week at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono or here at Harris, Philadelphia. It's always a great time. We do have to take a quick break, but we have a lot more coming up on this next half-hour show. When we come back, we'll have you dreaming about taking a vacation. Why? Because we have some big upsets to show you. We'll tell you all about it. Plus, the 3-year-old filly trotters will be strutting their stuff in the PA All-Stars. Don't go anywhere.
Up the back stretch they go, and goes down smoothest, turning it into a sprint now this final 3/8 of a mile.
At Mohegan Sun Pocono, the colors shine a little brighter. The meals are just a little tastier, and the slots a little hotter. When you're here with great friends, the good times seem to last a little longer, and you just may feel a little luckier. Best of all, it's all a little closer, so you can shine on anytime you like. Shine on, Mohegan Sun Pocono.
It's Mac Lobel, and he's pouring it on! It's Niatros by 4, and he's going away!
The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, a place where heroes come to life, preserving harness racing's treasured past, while promoting its exciting future. And now get ready to harness your excitement with the thrill of harness racing's 3D simulator. The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, now offering free admission. Bigger, better, bolder than ever.
Welcome back. You are watching PA Harness Week. We're now going to head to the action at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono for the PA All-Stars. There's 3 divisions of the 3-year-old trotting colts, each with a purse of $30,000. We're going to start with the first division, and this one, it was race number 3 on the day. Check out this one. The heavy favorite Goes Down Smooth, who is the richest and the fastest in this field of trotters, starting for the top trainer in the country, and that, of course, is Ron Burke.
That Goes Down Smooth, leads it by 3.5. Mac Morris Hanover trying to stick with second. Faithful and True is a bit tighter from spot 3. 4 lengths back to Darty, who continues the gap fourth. Then it's Night Hole, now 10 lengths away from Goes Down Smooth. 3/4, 124-1. And Goes Down Smooth is in a world of his own. He's up by as much as he wants to be. Mac Morris Hanover's at the inside. Faithful and True angles to the outside, trying to take the place spot away from Mac Morris Hanover as they straighten away. But Kaylee's not moving a muscle, just a mere passenger. Goes Down Smooth in domination mode.
Goes Down Smooth, whose mom's name, by the way, is Peach Martini. Yes. She wins in a romp over a sloppy track in 153-1, and that's actually a lifetime best. The trainer, of course, like you mentioned before, Ron Burke in the sulky, or as we say, the race bike. It was a Matt Kaylee, and she wins by 6 lengths. Absolutely looked unbelievable. Second was Faithful and True, and then McMorris Hanover was third.
Let's take a look at the second division of the PA All-Stars for 3-year-old trotting colts and geldings. That was race number 5. Lindy's Crazy Hall went wire to wire to take home his 3rd win in a row. He crossed the finish line in 154-4 with Drew Monty in the driver's seat. The son of Cantab Hall, trained by Domenico Ciceri, held off Mass Fortune K, who was second, and Explosive Breakaway, who was 3rd.
In the final of 3 All-Star divisions for Keystone-bred 3-year-olds going for a purse of $30,000, it was race number 10, seeing Chip Losov, the bettor's choice in this event, setting off all the teletimers in a 156 triumph. The son of Explosive Matter had the driving services of leading reinsman George Napolitano Jr. and notched the victory for trainer Tron Spedshammer. Final Claim rebounded off an early bobble to take second. Third went to Hunsis Victory.
Taking a look now at race number 8 from July 6th for condition pacers. The purse in this one, $11,000. 2 horses that we're keeping an eye on. The number 4 horse, ER Rock My World, is the favorite, taking a drop in class for this one. And the number 6, I Am Mr. Brightside, with driver Anthony Napolitano's choice in this race over 2 others.
ER Rock My World will be first to 3/4. Up by 3 parts. Archangel 3's going a big one, still advancing 3/4, 123 and 4. Inside, I Am Mr. Brightside looks for racing him third. Siskel continues to milk cover 4th. Here comes Swifty at the end 5th. Awesomeness about to come 4 wide as Siskel now sheds cover and's out 3 wide as they straighten away. ER Rock My World has the lead. In between rivals, Archangel 3. Up the inside, I Am Mr. Brightside, on the far outside, Siskel. Up the open. Here comes Swifty, but it's Siskel kicking forward. They come down to the finish, 50-1, Siskel.
A special thank you to Mike Bozich, who filled in for Jim Baviglia on this night, announcing at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. So in this one, we saw ER Rock My World doing the work on the front, looking like a favorite should, but then he fades in the stretch. However, Siskel and Simon Allard are there to pick up the pieces. They win in 153-1. The Jimmy Nickerson trainee comes from off the pace and blows up the tote board, paying $108.80. I Am Mr. Brightside was second, and love this name, Awesomeness was third.
And now taking a look at our race of the week from the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. It comes from Sunday, July 7th, race number 1 for 4- and 5-year-olds with a claiming price of $15,000. And let's just say, if you bet on the right horse in this one, you might be taking a sweet little vacation. Here's 2 horses, though, to keep an eye on. The number 1 horse, Dancin' Rebel, in just his 2nd start for the Jason Johnson stable. And the number 5 horse, Rockin' Billy, lightly raced with just 5 starts this year.
You Got Trump. Now in the Hunter Oak stable, leads the way. Parked on the outside, comes horsing around second. Pocket Trip, Rockin' Billy is third. Right there, second over, it's Dancin' Rebel fourth. There goes All Go, No Whoa on the far outside. Then Dancin' Doug down along the inside, followed by P.L. Lester, heading past 3/4, 122 and 4. So they move around the final turn. On the inside, You Got Trumped. Outside, Dancin' Rebel. These 2 are head and head for the lead as the field turns for home. And here comes Bill Mann and Dancin' Rebel at the neck of the favorite, You Got Trumped. On the outside, Dancin' Rebel, You Got Trumped. To the inside, Rockin' Billy. It is still Dancin' Rebel. Here's a late move coming from out of the clouds by Tom Jackson.
So we were just mentioning vacation.
Yes.
So I guess Jim Baviglia, maybe he's on vacation because Howard Oil stepped in to take his place on this Sunday night. So thank you, Howard. Okay, now getting back to the race before this one, we saw horse pay $108.80. So this price, are you sitting down? Probably they are because they're just chilling out watching us. Anyway, pays $137 for a $2 investment. Very sweet. Now, it was P.L. Lester who wins with Tom Jackson in the bike for trainer Scott D. Domenico. They go in 152 and 2. It was a career best for the 4-year-old. The place spot was also a long shot. It was Dancin' Rebel. He was 10-1. Third went to Rockin' Billy.
Well, every weekend we like to make you think just a little bit, so we do have one trivia question coming your way.
A few weeks ago, I had asked on the show who holds the trotting track record at the Downs of Mohegan Sun Pocono. Okay, it was Sebastian K. Yep. So somebody comes up to me and is like, what about the Pacers? Okay, already. So this is our trivia question this week. Who holds the pacing track record at the Downs of Mohegan Sun Pocono? It's also the overall track record. It went in 147, I will tell you that, and I'll also tell you that 2 horses hold that record.
So we will give you that answer when we come right back. We do have to take a quick break. When we come back, we will also tell you about some new Hall of Fame members, and we'll tell you all about the Paddock Bucket. Stay with us.
At Mohegan Sun Pocono, the colors shine a little brighter. The meals are just a little tastier, and the slots a little hotter. When you're here with great friends, the good times seem to last a little longer, and you just may feel a little luckier. Best of all, it's all a little closer, so you can shine on anytime you like. Shine on, Mohegan Sun Pocono.
Thanks for staying with us. You're watching PA Harness Week. Well, last Sunday was a very exciting day for many people in this sport. It was the Hall of Fame inductions.
Yes, a huge PA Harness Week. Congratulations go out to the horsemen and a woman who entered the Living Hall of Fame. So here are the new members: Blair Burgess, Tega Wards, Joe Holloway, Jerry Silverman, Linda Toscano, and Ted Wing. Now, also going into the Communicators Hall of Fame, it was Mark Hall and Dave Little. And the Living Horse Hall of Fame, congrats to Art Major, Captain Treacherous, and last and certainly not least, the absolutely incredible, the richest horse ever in harness racing, foiled again, and he was there for his induction, which was awesome. If you want to learn more about these different Hall of Famers, all you got to do is go to harnessmuseum.com and read all about it.
Well, before the break, Heather had a little trivia question for us. Who holds the pacing record at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono?
Yes, and again, it is the overall track record there. It went in 147. It's been done by two horses. First, Sweet Lou did it in 2014. Always Be Mickey, he did it twice, both times in 2016.
Well, have you ever wondered what a paddock bucket is? You've probably seen them around all the time. You see a groom with them or a horse caretaker with them. But what is in a paddock bucket? Well, we get to the bottom of it. All right, here on PA Harness Week, we like to tell you about all the ins and outs of harness racing. So here with me now, Erica Wagner, caretaker, trainer, owner, you do it all, and you have one of these with you all the time. Why is all of your stuff in a bucket?
Okay, well, everything is in a bucket because this is what my horse drinks out of, and it just keeps it easy, keeps it all together. So in my bucket is a bag. I forget a lot of things. In my bag is run-down cups, mini bits, earplugs, vet wrap. Super, super easy. I always have brushes. Always. Yeah. I just like to have those. A shampoo, you know?
And wait, it's not just any shampoo, it's Garnier Fructis.
Garnier Fructis, yeah. Yeah, I like to keep it special, okay? Steering bar, in case I ever forget those or somebody else does. Fly spray, flies are really bad up here at Chester and Ocean Downs. Vet wrap cutter, always gotta have that. Blue lotion, you know, so when you're cold, not like today. So today we're not gonna use blue lotion.
Today we're not gonna use
No,
this.
we're loose enough. And tape. That's what I have in my bucket.
Have you ever forgotten your bucket?
Actually, yeah. But we don't have to talk about that, like, on the show. Man, people think I need to have it together. I don't, okay?
You do have it together, and you even have special shampoo.
I do. I do have special shampoo. I like them to smell nice, you know?
Nice. Well, thanks so much for joining us today. And there you go, folks. That's a paddock bucket. Between the trivia and all the information we give you, we're always trying to help you learn every weekend. So I hope you learned a little something about the paddock bucket. It is time for us to say goodbye for this week's episode, but you can always find us online on YouTube and, of course, on Twitter at PA Harness Week and on Facebook at Harness Week. It's been another great half hour. Thanks so much for joining us right here on NBC Sports Philadelphia.